Where's the music? Or beats? We are in the saddle. Hi there, looks like we got a viewer on Kick. Let me get my studio light on. Just getting started for the day. I haven't even put my green screen up. Green screenus. There we are. Yeah. I wanted to move this. To over here. I think it's gonna make my my proportions of my screen better for my current setup. Because of where I sit. Let's check. And lights, camera, action. Oh no, Jezebel moved my camera. There we go. Yeah, that helps. Come here, keyboard. So, story time. I was cleaning out my closet and I found a whole keyboard. So supposedly, I thought this had broke, and I bought myself a new one. The SteelSeries 5, the cheaper mechanical hybrid one. Um, and yeah, but like what's weird to me is like I vividly remember my old toxic friends uh making fun of me for not having a mechanical keyboard. And so the second time because the first keyboard I bought was a mechanical hybrid. And they're like, oh, there's no such thing as a mechanical hybrid. You should have got a mechanical. They were like all on my ass. They're all on my ass about my RGB and like how bright my computer was. And I'm just like, okay, sorry for liking color and being fun. The fans cost the same, so whatever. But so I'm pretty sure the second keyboard I bought was mechanical, and that was the one that was in the closet. So I don't know how that one, my newer keyboard, got put away in the closet. And whatever, what have you. I'm here now with a nice clickety clackety mechanical clackety. But so today we're gonna start furnishing floor one of the Tower of Orthnak. So I'm gonna bring y'all with me to my Chrome page. And we're just gonna read kind of these opening sections here. I believe this is the next one. The Tower of Orthnak. Rising from the center of the circle of Isengard is the formidable Tower of Orthnak. More than 500 feet in height, it is only matched in splendor by the city of Minas Tirith, far to the south. Its gleaming walls do not seem built by men, but appear as if four pillars of black stone, cut with many facets, were joined into a single glimmering spear of rock. In its top, a stone spike rises from each of the pillars, like the fronds of a four-horned crown. What ancient craft or wizardry its builders employed in the shaping of Orthnak is now lost to the ages, but their labors, the smooth walls of this tower are invulnerable. blade, stone, fire, or piercing blow was ever set against it has left. Oh, there we go. Blow. No weapon that was ever set against it has left the slightest mark on orthonic rock. Those who come to stand before Orthnak are overcome by awe and dread, marveling at its ageless majesty. Indeed, the name Orthnak has a dual meaning. In the Sindarin tongue of the elves, it means Mount Fang, while in the language of the Rittermark, it is taken to mean cunning mind. The Stair of Saruman. A broad stair with 27 steps is cut into the black stone of the eastern side of the tower, leading to the only visible entrance into Orthnak. Though wide enough to let in several doughty warriors side by side, the Great Door has never admitted so many. Its plain surface does not bear any marking or sigil and offers no handle or knockers. And if barred, cannot be opened save by he who bears the key of Orthnak, Saruman the Wise. Under most circumstances, the door of Orthnak is left open during the day to allow for the coming and going of Saruman's personal servants. This notwithstanding, no one has ever dared to cross its threshold without leave from the Master of Isengard. So that's interesting. I guess that actually speaks some lore into, I think, at the beginning of the Return of the King, when they're all outside of the tower and Saruman's locked away up in his tower. Um, like quite literally, he's locked away. Like Gandalf must be pondering like, how the hell am I gonna get in here? Because literally for hundreds of years, this tower has been impenetrable. Like the door below it, in the lower balcony itself is set between two of the four rising stone spires of the tower, and can often pass unnoticed to unweary eyes, until the White Wizard lets his voice ring down upon all who come before his door. The balcony is accessed from the scriptorium. The Grand Hall. Few outside his fellow wizards have received both a summons from Saruman the White and are granted leave to enter his tower. Those who cross the threshold feel the weight of the honor they have been given when their eyes adjust to the gloom and they see the majesty of the Grand Hall of Orthnak. This is a vast octagonal chamber, almost 100 feet wide. Dang. Um, Almost 100 feet wide, you say? Okay, so I guess I'm in half scale. Which is good, because this tower needs to get expanded upon into a bigger map. That, when I do big maps, I don't do full scale. So I think I might have hit the nail right on the head here. How exciting. Liz, can you get your nuts off of my cell phone? Thanks. That would be cool. I would appreciate that. I guess let's Can you stop? Oh, dude, I'll let you out. Oh my god, dude. I tried letting you out before and you didn't go. Like, this is what they do to me. And then he gets mad of the way I did it. I get this inception out of here. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm being attacked by cats. I'm just trying to post some stuff up. Here, this'll help. Hi there, looks like we have some people join. Just trying to... Come on, cat, it's cold. Arrgh. Every day, every stream, every day of my life. These cats torment me. They torment me so. Um... copy paste that and post it and post it. Strike up the band. Okay, let's go back to reading our jibber jabs. So, I mean, you see here, this is just, for those who joined, this is what we're reading on. So this is the Tower of Orthanc, Orthanc, Orthnac, one of those pronunciations. I do need to come in, I think. Well, I guess not. Maybe I could put different black squares down there. I should probably go back and retouch this. I digress. Anyways, this is the tower from Isengard, and I was just in the middle of reading the write up on it, kind of like my prompt for this build. So I'll bring you to that just so you can kind of like curse along as I read it. Where was I? Yeah, the vast octagonal chamber, which is 100 feet wide, about that. So I'm in a half scale. So you could assume every tile is twice the space of a normal tile, which would be 10 feet per tile for players that are in combat and etc. Um, it is filled with dense, spiraling columns. Its vaulted ceiling is so tall it can only be glimpsed by the keen-eyed. The polished columns and floor reflect the light flittering from the outside like mirrors of black glass, and multiply the blaze of the torches that hang from great iron sconces. Hundreds of lines cut into the stone floor weave a geometrical fret across the hall, then wind around the base of the pillars to spiral upwards towards the darkened ceiling. At the center of the chamber is a wooden table that runs nearly half the length of the room. So that is a wooden table. And I'm pretty sure it goes up and down. So we're going to come in here and we're going to maybe take a bench. Let me see what it looks like from the side. Oh god, that's such a massive table. In half scale, we're in half scale. Literally, this is such a massive table. It's not gonna look good. I don't know if I'm gonna have carpet, so maybe I can put carpet on the table. We're not gonna see it from the side. Caretographer, you're not gonna see it from the side. Let me also see if maybe like around it. I have a couple ideas of how I want to do this. And there's a big rounded off dining table. I can find it. There we go. This one. Fancy table. Oh, nice. I can shrink this one because it's big, so that's cool. That'll help me in my scale brain. I'm just like, I would like things to be fully to scale, so we can do side by images and stuff, but let me zoom in here. It's almost right there. I can cheat you up a little bit. There we go, and cheat you up a little bit. Beautiful. 134, 134. Okay, it's even. So, sometimes my eyes just go a little uneven, I feel like. courtesy of SAC or SAC maps, however you refer to them, we now can do long table runners with these beautiful assets that they made. And honestly, like they're simple assets, and that's really all they need to be. They don't really need to be much. I just need to get this a white pigment with a texture on the table, like look at how good that looks. It doesn't look a little uneven to you? It just like I don't know, maybe it's just me. 24, 20, like the whole map should be even. Maybe it's this that's throwing me off. I don't know. So we got ourselves a nice little table here. How do you spell candelabra? Yeah, just everything just seems a little crooked. I don't know. It's like maybe it's me. Maybe it's my setup. My screen's crooked. I'm sitting crooked. This is off. This I don't know. I don't know. All right, but anyways, let's get back to a table that runs nearly half the length of the room, almost as dark as the rock floor of the hall. It stands on three massive legs and is ringed by many chairs made of the same dark wood and set with white cushions. I should have read that. Um, a dark table with dark mahogany chairs. I don't know. We have some dark mahogany options, but I don't know if they come in chair form. I'm just gonna have to just play with this. Unless I go into maybe that. Yeah, I'm not really gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make anything. I could do something with this, but then these things will get in the way. And I can like piece together something. So I think I'm just gonna stick with what I got here. Let's go up to overlay quick. I'll show you how I made the map. Surprise! Secret, secret. I guess those are all columns. I guess it's a bit wider than a 5-foot table. And those are the chairs, so just really just fleshed out with chairs, lots of chairs. It does sit in front of that door. It's just a little bit wider. Okay. Yeah, my other option is use like this. This kind of works too. How well do they sink into each other? Fairly well. Maybe I will rock with these. Okay. A little bit bigger. Perfect. Perfect. You can get that ridge to just disappear. There it is. There it is. So if you look at the top left corner of this tile, what I'm doing is matching those textures right there until it literally like just disappears. Then you almost are imprinting the tile on top of the asset on top of itself. So it's almost like it's one continuous asset that runs the length. I like this much better. Can I make seats to match? Oh man, also I might not, doesn't say it has a tablecloth runner. It might be better to just leave the table. The table kind of looks good too. Doesn't it kind of look good? It like cuts through all this etchedness. Um, mm, my problem with the chairs is it says it's going to be a dark mahogany that matches the table, but I don't have anything of that texture or color. It says specifically they have. Why wouldn't you put a white cushion on here? Like I could have just gone with this and then like put a back on it. But now I might as well not because I gotta put a cushion on it and a back. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? These can't be colored. I don't have a pillow that's gonna match that. Yeah, see, I can see my darkest colored chair is just not dark enough. Like these are a little obnoxious. These are in only white stone. Um, I guess just stop being a baby about it. Hi, Louie. Lewis, if you don't go out this time, I swear I'm gonna put you to work for all the curtains you've ruined. I can't help that it's winter, Lewis. It's not my fault. Like, literally. I can't make it warm. I can't bring the mice out for you to hunt. I don't have this ability. This is not a game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is real life. I kind of like the brown. It's not bad. Pillow. This is the whitest pillow I'm gonna get. Perhaps we can use those tablecloths after all. Okay. My favorite part is like, especially on a map that's so distinct like this, like with all this black marble as like a very key feature and theme, and like this gloomy, like ominous, like eerie theme of old. Um, but when you get to come in and add, like the furnishings and add the color to the map, it just really brightens it up and like brings it to life and really just like, makes it just it's visually appealing. Like that looks so much better than what it looked like before. Now it's almost got this like zipper effect. There's a little bit of variance as the chairs aren't all perfect. But that's okay. The chairs don't have to be perfect. All right, so we in dark wood and set with white cushions. It is around this table that Saruman initially intended to invite the members of the White Council to have their meetings, but later resolved not to have the wise feel entitled to enter Orthnak too freely. Ooh. Still, cups of gold and cutlery of silver set upon a single long running cloth of gleaming ivory are always ready upon this table, but never are used. There is a white tablecloth, but it's it's like a long runny one. It's one that goes this way and that way. I don't know if I am going to have the ability to cover it like I once did. And covering it widthwise doesn't work because there's chairs there. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Could also just do abstracts of white. Let me see, I get that. Those. Let me try to see what an abstract looks like. I mean, I could do that. Actually, I think that's probably the smart move. And then we'll just, yeah, we'll bring the table in some. And there's but a little curse. I can do that and just get rid of it entirely. Nope, undo. Right there, it goes away entirely. There's just a little hump, which you can't see from far out. That looks great, everybody. And it's also to scale, which we love. We can maybe just put some, we're gonna put some gold cutlery on here anyways. A golden cuvee. Grid won't help me here, I don't think. Make sure they're the ones. With the full sets and a cup. It's like a weird remix on green sleeves, is it not? There you go. Okay, and let's do some, just some candelabras, no food or plates or stuff out. Why is it crooked? Why is the wax yellow? Why is it so big? I guess we'll keep this. Wonder if I can add to it. No, it doesn't really work. How many seats we got? And he's back! Back in action! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So that means 5 on the 6, 2, 4 on the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the center. Excuse me. As to not overclutter, we're going to do 2 candles on either side. Equally aligned. The place is set. Always ready to... Okay, kitchens in lower chambers. Set about the walls of the grand hall are a number of smaller wooden doors that lead to lesser chambers of the lower floors of Orthanc. Here lie several kitchens with deep hearths and cool, well-provisioned pantries. Other passages lead to empty and deserted parlors and studies, where those who once dwelt within Orthanc found peace and comfort. A small number of rooms are still used by some among the highest-ranking servants of Saruman, especially those messengers and emissaries who only stay in Isengard for a few months of the year to then leave on errands for their master. But most lie undisturbed in gathering dust. Right under the grand hall is a circular chamber with a low domed ceiling, not higher than 10 feet at its highest point. An octagonal hole gapes in its center, the opening of a shaft sinking deep underground. The vault itself lies several feet beneath the base of the tower, and there are no windows to break the impenetrable darkness that reign here. A low hum can be felt rising from the ground of the chamber, and a vague heat rises from the seemingly bottomless octagonal opening on the floor. Interesting. The purpose of this underground chamber is lost to the ages, and Saruman himself cannot guess it. Nonetheless, the wizard can clearly perceive a latent power and energy he intends to tap for future endeavors, especially those concerning his studies on ring-making. To this aim, Saruman is preparing an expedition to the libraries of Minas Tirith, where many records of the ancient days are kept in scrolls and books. Whether he will go there himself or entrust this delicate matter on some trusted emissary is something he has yet to decide. Perhaps that's his hidden forge down there. I believe that's this room. I can put some pits in here. I believe we have... It's kind of like an octagonal thing, and it fits in here. For once, I'm actually building inside. For once, I actually got a wicked wonky crazy build to be inside the actual mechanics of a dungeon alchemist room. The only setback was like I couldn't get a clean angle from here to here. I had to put a square and then like a trapezoid in. And these rooms are just like a little bit off where they should be. Perhaps we can do a trick of the eye here. The only thing I don't like about this is it's not black stone. And everything is supposed to be black stone. Oh, options, options, options. Let me see what this looks like. So it leaves some room for imagination. I'm actually trying something here at the same time, experimenting with an idea. Doing like an off black circle and then a black circle just to kind of give it some depth. Yeah, it gives it some depth, some pull, right? This is the visual tricks that we use here. And the more gray I let show, the more it looks like it's a tunnel that goes down. And then like in the past, I've even gone as far as like putting a super tiny candle on it. Right? And then like I had like a ladder once. Like you can do a lot of like weird tricks of the eye. A little this way. Alright, now we can open and shut this. Trouble is it kind of looks like the rest of this castle that I blacked out. We'll leave this and we'll sleep on it, and we'll see where we go. The hidden forge in the Elvish tongue, Saruman is known as Kuramir. It's hard to read because it's a little faded. If you can see what I see, but which means man of skill. This is a name not given in idle kindness, for in addition to his wisdom, Saruman possesses a great cunning in all the applications of smithing. In all aspects of smithcraft. Recognizing the gift of the craftsman to be one of the blessings of the free peoples, Saruman spent many long years studying the art of metalworking among men, elves, and dwarves, until he mastered all their techniques. Now, the White Wizard does not practice his art as a smith openly, but exclusively within the walls of a hidden forge located somewhere among the foundations of Orthanc, or in some high and hidden place, for no one in Isengard knows its whereabouts, though in the small watches of the night, a distant sound of hammer upon anvil can be heard from the inner courtyard. The rising stair, opening on the northern wall of the grand hall, is a tall and narrow iron gate. Here Saruman often issues orders to servants who stand before it, as by some art he can make his voice issue from any gate in Orthanc or within the circle of Isengard, as if he was standing behind it. No one but the closest servants of the White Wizard may open this iron door, and any visitor allowed to pass it must always be accompanied by a door warden or a guard. Behind it rises a steep stair spiraling upward towards the high chambers of Orthanc. Where is this stair supposed to be? Maybe it's here. Uh, let's go to overlay and let's reread. Critical thinking skills, deductive reading skills. We got some. Do 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 do. See, I gotta take a fair amount of time just to read the write up on this, but once I take out all the key points, like this table, the stairs, this hole, all the stuff that it specifically mentions, then I just go through and make these bedrooms and pantries and, you know, what have you. I never put that in here. There's a thing here. And there's a thing here. Opening on the northern wall of the Grand Hall is a tall and narrow iron gate. Okay, so that's on the northern wall. Eastern side is where the stairs are. So I think by power of deduction, this hole that I was reading about actually must be on the bottom. Here we go. Right under the Grand Hall, you know, like right under. Yeah, I wonder what that is on the south, on the southern side. Light fills through many small windows multiplied by the polished stone surfaces. Access to the topmost floors of Orthanc is achieved by many iron gates opening at regular intervals along the rising stair as it ascends. The doors that lead to the lowest of these chambers can be opened by any who would offer a gentle push, but the higher one climbs, the more often they find that chambers have been sealed away, only to be opened by the key of Orthanc. And then we go to the next floor, the scriptorium right above. So, okay. So that is all the description that I have. I have this table, these columns, this stairwell with an iron gate, and then the rest of these rooms are just bedrooms and pantries at my discretion. So I guess I can like think about it a little bit and try and be like, well, which would be what? Like these rooms are a little weird because they don't have any visible doorways. So I don't know if they're supposed to be like secret. Like, is that just a closet? You know, like. Yeah, so this is when the caretographer has to come in and make some decisions, but at the very least we can get rid of this and we can turn this into stairs. Structural stairs going up. Grand stairway. Can we put a wall back here? And that way I can choose a gate of my own choosing. Yes, I can. Iron. Portcullis. That looks more grimacing from the top at the least. Oh, that also looks much better too. And like this full iron look actually is like makes a lot more sense as far as like the door being that big. As far as the door being that big. Oh my goodness. Have I used this yet? It's so sexy. It's so big though. But look at it. Is there any other black doors? Yeah, I figured this would be as close as I could get to what it should be. At least this way you can actually see it. The other option is to remove it. And I just want to see my options here. And go to here, go to here, go to this one probably. Actually, I'm going to have to measure this so they're even. little too much gold. Oh, that actually kind of looks decent. Yeah, why don't we do just behind those? Mm. There you go. It works. And this will just kind of be like a little like porch almost. That looks gonna start my stairs and have them extend down 27 steps. Steel Gatatron over here. And then this. What is this? Is it another stairwell? I'm just gonna leave it and not get into it because I don't want to. Come in here. This is like gonna be like a coat room, I guess. There would not be a door there. Coat room, main entrance, main hall. So these first 4 rooms, maybe just like guest bedrooms and stuff, a common area. We have 2 big rooms. Could be living areas. I'm thinking maybe kitchen for back here, as we can have a couple pantries. If that's the case, we would take like the doors off of here and put them into here. Likewise. Or actually, no, undo that. This is just going to be a random broom closet. And these are going to be matching pantries. Matching pantries to support the kitchen. And then like a cold room or something. Okay, so this is what I also like doing this. This helps my brain. So we're going to go to craft. It's not a cat. We're going to go to housekeeping. Put a broom in the closets. Put a steel pot in there. Pantries. Ice block. Okay, so that's gonna be that. This is random room. The rooms in a common area, rooms in a common area. A study with library and stuff. Okay, so books. This works. Books. Common area. Common area. And then some beds. I'm gonna add. Maybe I'll just do this. I'll change the shape of that room a little bit. Oh, maybe I'll switch transition over off of this like gold stuff. This is darker. My question is like, why wouldn't there be a room here too? You know what? I'm gonna undo, redo. I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't like it. It goes against everything. Why don't I just do this instead? I'm gonna build a new room here. Walls. I think I like that better. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. like better? I'm gonna go with the original floor that I have because I think, per the theme that I was reading, it makes the most sense, which is this is all naturally cut stone, almost like dwarfs came in here with mold earth and shaped the stone to their will, right? And it has etchings and lines and hues in the marble that are like in capturing and mesmerizing, right? And I kind of get all that texture with this. And not only do I get etched lines in these different type of tile shapes, but I also get some gold hues and some white hues, some marbling, which on the zoom out looks a lot better than I think either these actually cut square, bricks or this black marble that's been a bit faded, even though it is literally black marble. Yeah, I'm using marble tiles. This is the other one, which I think this one's too fancy, too much going on. Okay, so yeah, name of the game is fill up those rooms and make them look good. I'm gonna take my fiver, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had a phone call about my vehicle. Oh, paying for stuff. Yay. And you make $5 an hour making maps, and the world costs $10 for lunch. So in here, I guess I'll just do the beds first. Get all my beds bedded. These will all be singles. They're smaller. I'll be one family room. I guess these will be doubles then. And to pay homage to Saruman of the many colors, we're going to try to channel some of that essence. With a multicolored setup. Gold sheets, red sheets. Alright, that's all the bets I'm gonna have. Common areas. Black marble. I think we will end up using these tables as they match. We're gonna make them far smaller. I love the arrows. I'm just realizing now that these are like very nice arrows. That's gonna have to be a custom hearth or no hearth at all. Alright, this is gonna come and just look ugly. Place is heated magically. Let's see. I guess now would be a good time to figure out what we want to do for our sconces. I mean, I guess the place is lit by, like, sconces. Sconces would be coming off the walls on these very high roofs. So you wouldn't see them. So, I guess I'm just gonna skip those lights and we'll just do, like... Oh, I kind of like these because they fit. Mm. Oh, there we go. Like that. The black kind of blends in with everything in the room, and also it doesn't really emit any extra light. These common rooms are going to be very similar. one two-way. So it needs to be centered on this line like so. There we are. Love grids. Let's see, some plants. Because right now it's Saruman, the I'm so nice. Saruman, the oh so wise. There's some dirt in the pots. And then we come and we throw our plants on top. Just because it gets that color underneath it, the right color. There we go. Beautiful. And then this will be designed differently because it's more of a library sitting area, and this is more of like a guest meeting area, eating area. Let's bring some of our chairs. Continue with the themes that we've already made, which are these brown chairs with white cloth or white cushions on them, which I'm just using cloth because it's so far away you can't really tell the difference. They look like they're just kind of like almost like, you know, seated with a white cushion. Furnitures, tables, something small. I can put a little doily over. Maybe no doily. I'm such a goober, dude. The last map I was making, I was like, I'm gonna fill out this chessboard because that's so cool. And then look at them here with one filled out. But just know that I have and I will fill out your chessboard. Maybe you want your game to be advanced to a certain space. Okay, I love the color. All of the texture. What are other leisurely things we can include? Ew. Hmm. Oh yeah, maybe I like that. Opposing sofas. And I'm like, dude, like, let me doily everything. Good texture on this thing, hey? It really looks like the table's really pushing it at it. That one. And like honestly, like this one's so big that it really doesn't even need the table underneath it. Just because I'm extra, I always put the table underneath it. It looks great. A great white and black theme here with a little like touch of green. Let's go get our candles of the castle. Stay with your themes. You know, like don't go crazy. Find stuff that matches and looks good and stick with it. Bing. And I don't think this really needs much more. Maybe some decoration, some decor, but really the decor is the wall, the magnitude. Yeah, I don't have the columns to cover it up back here. Perhaps. Yeah, perhaps we do this. There we are. Don't know why, like I made these opposing parts of the room like on equal axes. Like they shouldn't be off balance. Just like my eyes are they look crooked. Does not look crooked to you. Everything looks crooked. My eyes are dying looking at that. I gotta stop. It's not always gonna be perfect. do them for these. I gotta do them for all of these. Damn. It's literally I made the room on an axis like with the builder. I didn't realize it's like so off. This is a little reading between the lines here. It's a little upsetting. Little upsetting. This should be a straight line. This line was computer generated. The fact that it isn't a straight line is just, you know, that the program does not work properly, because that clearly wouldn't be as anyone would intend. Maybe I don't realize that wasn't using a 45-degree angle anymore. So maybe it's more that than it is anything else. No, because it's the same. Maybe it's more that. Maybe I didn't realize that these are off. And also, oh, because I have to, because it deletes the whole wall. Okay, fix that one. Yeah, so I think the problem was me, and just like the RNG of my placement, inevitably, because I'm human. I can't place everything perfectly, so maybe I was a little quick to jump the gun there, possibly. Okay, that's good. Alright, just trying to expose those arches. So I have arches all on the interior here. We could double on the arches here. We could double on them here. That's going to cause problems if I double on them here and here. So they really don't need to be anywhere else, and I kind of like them not being on the outside and only on the inside of things. Okay, back to decorating. Let's repeat these. Because I like them and I want them to be a theme. And it gives me something to do with this super pointy side of the triangle of the room. There we go, very nice. That table some space to breathe. There we are. Tables and then one slice of life. Dude, the amount of linens these guys must do in a week, staggering. Definitely gotta be using some magic in there somewhere. Get that done. Family area. Mm, um, let's say books. We'll do some books. Um, just filling up the table with some stuff. I'll do one of the little. One of these little bookshelves. Even though it doesn't match. The wood doesn't match the wood, but what have you. What can you do? You can't win them all. Okay, so that room's done. A little bit more childish for these family rooms. A little bit more, just regal and reserved. I gotta put some chairs over here. Hey, this one's better because it has the wooden sides to it. Little kid stool. I don't even think I'm gonna leave that there. Put this in like here. And then I think I'm gonna go back and redo the black because I don't like how it's sitting. It's too, I put it in too low and too haphazardly. That looks much better. Okay. Furniture, cupboards. Start with trying to find the darkest cupboards we can find. Peculiar shape. It might actually fit into an area such as this. Ha ha ha! Yes, that peculiar shape. And in this room I can do a little couple extra things because it's like a family room. It's one of the few like actual family rooms. I always like going with these closets for when I'm doing like decorative rooms or something. Like lodging rooms and such. Perhaps we do something like this. Perhaps not so big. There we go. Actually, you know, we won't put them in this room. I'm gonna do one of my favorite things to do in fantasy settings, which is do a foot chest. You can finally use some dark mahogany wood, like I'm supposed to be using. Finally get to use some. What joy. Okay. It's starting to look pretty good. Light stands. I don't know how many times I've put these out on these beds. I always just put them right in that little corner right there. And do. No shortage of ornate things here. It's just these nightstands. They forever have the weirdest collisions. It's like they don't have them. Okay. I might do. Hmm. super dainty with them. They're just some round rugs. I can't believe I got these so close to being, they look like they're their perfect length. The only question is, do I add corners to this? And round it here. Too much? Yeah, I might hate this. I might not. Textures aren't as good because I have to change the resolution. I think I like that better. Alright, matching oval rugs, check. Honestly, these places look pretty good. Oh yeah, don't really need anything in those rooms. Let's carry over one of these dressers. Okay. Go for a small oval. Yeah, I think that's probably enough for me today. I'm gonna finish up here, give us a save. And we'll come back to it another time. Let's see. 2 hours here, 2.5 ish. So thank you for the follow. The Phoenix, appreciate that. I don't know why. I like literally have my stream manager up right here. You can see like it's not giving me any messages that you sent, so I apologize. Well, thanks for the follow. Anyways, I'll be back another time, and we'll see y'all soon. Take it easy.